Lights up in a dull room. There is a door and cloth covering objects on either side of the stage. There are 3 monitors, all off. The sound of banging is heard, and Cody enters the room.
Okay, let's see here.
He shuts the door behind him, walking toward the center of the room. He takes out his cell phone, recording his voice.
Nothing here but some old TVs. There are 2 sheets covering some stuff, but nothing else. No windows, no hidden doors. Not too much happening here.
He stops recording and takes pictures of the room. He puts his phone away and walks back to the door. He tries to open the door, but it does not budge.
That's... Oh.
He tries to pull on the door again, but it still won't budge.
Huh.
He pulls out his walkie-talkie and he speaks into it.
Hey guys? Guys?
Noise is heard through the walkie-talkie.
Hey, what's up?
Another noise is heard through the walkie-talkie.
Cody?
One final noise is heard through the walkie-talkie. Everyone is on the same channel now.
It's a little hard for me to talk as I'm filming Brennan right now.
Guys, I'm stuck.
What do you mean, stuck?
I got locked into the bottom floor room.
How the hell did you do that?
Well, look, I don't know how or why. It just happened, alright? Can someone just come here and open the door?
Okay, I got it. Coming down with there, boy.
Great. Thanks.
Cody turns the walkie-talkie off. He sits on the front of the door for a moment. He then gets up and walks over to one of the items hiding under the sheets by the other side of the room. He lifts it up, but there is a knock at the door. He quickly puts the cloth down. Brennan, along with Darren, enter the room. The door stays open.
Well, this is sad.
Nothing in here, huh? But a bunch of old TVs.
Looks like there's something under the sheets. If you guys want to check it out.
Brennan quickly walks over to the pile where Cody was earlier. He lifts the sheet up and sees a chest. The chest looks new. Cody walks over to Brennan and hits his back in approval.
Yo, Darren, come here. You want to check this out?
Darren holds his camera up and presses record. The door closes behind them, but they do not notice this.
I wonder what's in it.
Hopefully something good. I mean, have you seen the size of this place? It's freaking huge.
Do we have anything to open it up?
I think I got something in my bag.
He hands his camera to Cody.
Hold this for a sec.
He takes his backpack off and digs through it. He takes out a crowbar.
Here we go.
What the hell do you have a crowbar for?
I thought there might be some places we weren't able to get into. I figured it would come in handy.
Yeah, the smart film guy.
Just hurry up and open it. This thing's getting heavy.
I've had to carry this thing around the whole trip. You can survive.
Darren places the crowbar between where the top and the bottom of the chest meet. He pulls it up for a bit, struggling, but finally he pries it open. Dust comes out of it.
What in the...
How old is this thing? I can barely breathe through this shit.
Guys, look here.
He places the camera on the ground.
Give me a second to breathe. I can hardly...
Just look, Bren.
Holders?
How many of them are there?
Well, I'm not sure.
He looks inside the chest. He takes out a folder and opens it, pulling it out a sheet of paper, reading it.
What the hell?
Whoa, look. One of the TVs turned on.
What?
Cody reaches into his pocket and pulls out an EMF detector. He doesn't get a reading, so he places it on the floor. He runs over and takes Darren's camera, pointing it at the monitor.
Hey, be careful with that.
Cody rolls his eyes, pointing the camera at monitor 1. Darren takes the camera from Cody and points it at the TV. The camera malfunctions and turns off.
What? The camera stopped recording.
Lydia?
Oh boy.
What the hell do you seem so happy about?
Nothing.
Hey, Dare, I think the camera's acting weird.
What did you do?
Darren crosses to Cody, taking the camera out of his hands, looking at it, and turning it back on. He messes with it a bit, and plays back what Cody was able to capture. There's distorted audio of another voice coming through on the camera. He then places it down on the floor.
What is that?
I don't know.
That was coming from the camera?
Yeah,
That didn't sound like any of us.
I know.
What is going on?
I hope Lydia's okay.
Ah, shit, Lydia. Did anyone try to contact her?
Let me try right now. Lydia. Lydia, did you copy?
Cody, where are you guys? I found something in the girls' room on the first floor. It's
I
insane.
can see where you are. Just come down to us.
How can you see me?
We'll explain once we get out of here. Just come down to the basement floor. There should be a wooden door if you go down the hallway to your right. Just open it and don't
What
close
was
it.
that? I can't hear you.
Don't close the door.
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
I wonder what it was she found in there. She seemed pretty freaked out.
It's probably nothing. But our camera apparently picked up something.
Darren places his camera back down. He picks up the EMF detector.
Did you get any readings off this thing?
Not even a light.
Guess you better get a new one.
Darren places the EMF detector next to the chest.
You think Lydia saw a ghost?
I hope not. This detector sure isn't saying there's anything.
If she did, then the rumors about the house are true.
About the shadows that walk through the hallways.
Yeah, and then the camera?
You think it was a ghost that messed with my camera?
Well, I mean, what else could it be?
I don't know.
Lydia could have seen one of those shadow figures under the bed, and then, I don't know.
Okay, just forget about what she found and your stupid camera. Look what I found here. It's a letter from Professor O'Brien.
Professor O'Brien, who's that?
A biology professor.
Well, biochemistry. He's my advisor. Yeah. But in this, he's well, I'll just read it. My dearest, please go to Teeter Von Lane, between where the old 7-Eleven and Park meet. There you will find what I need for the future.
For the future?
Please make sure you come back in one piece. I will be waiting for you, and our little project will be complete. Love you, Caleb O'Brien.
What the?
Well, at least we know the reason why someone would just be chilling here with us.
Could it be his wife?
Well, his wife is out of the country, so it has to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Could be a student.
An affair with a student?
Yeah, okay, he's having an affair with a student.
It's possible. Maybe they're the ones controlling the TVs in the house.
They could have came here after I left yesterday.
Ooh. Wait, yesterday? Why were you here yesterday?
I wanted to scope the place out for us. You know, make sure there weren't any hobos or anything like that.
Right. And you didn't see anyone when you came here
Nope.
yesterday.
Okay, well, hobo, no hobo. It still doesn't answer why the door locks every time we come in here.
Darren takes the camera back up and starts to record Brennan. Brennan goes up to the door, taking out his wallet and a card. He tries to slide a card between the door and the wall. Cody sees another pile with a sheet on it and crosses to it. He takes the sheet off and sees what it's underneath. There are 2 cardboard boxes sitting there and a plastic bag. Cody takes the first cardboard box and opens it.
What do you got over there?
Halloween decorations.
He takes the other cardboard box and opens it. He suddenly stands up and drops the box on the ground.
Oh, what the hell?
Cody, what is it?
He takes his camera onto the ground and crosses to Cody.
I think maybe they belong in the other box. I mean,
What are
I
you
want to say
freaking
they
out
belong
about?
in the other box with the other decorations.
These aren't
I mean, I
real.
hope they
They
belong
can't
in
be
the
real,
box. I mean,
Cody.
Oh my God.
Brennan gives up on the door and notices Darren and Cody behind him. He also walks over to them.
Guys, what are you so scared about?
He looks inside the box. He sees the bones.
We need to get out of here.
We'll get out of here soon. I told Lydia she shouldn't close the door. She'll be here any minute.
Lydia enters along with a black satchel. She slams the door behind her and places a bag on the ground next to the boxes.
Thank God I found you guys. This place is so big.
Are you kidding me?
Bren, what's wrong?
The door! You just shut the door!
That's what I thought I was supposed to do.
You told her to shut the door!
No!
Then why did she shut the door?
I didn't tell her to! I told you not to shut the door.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Why don't I just open it again? I don't see the big deal.
It's not gonna open it.
You guys probably aren't doing it the right way.
Lydia turns to the door and tries to open it with the handle. It will not budge. She goes to kick it, but almost falls off the step. Cody runs to her and catches her. And she slaps his hand away.
I got it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Now, what do we do?
We need to get out of here. That's what we need to do.
Lydia goes over to where Darren is, still in shock on the floor. She picks up a bone out of the bag.
Well, Lydia, don't touch that. We don't know if it's real or not.
It's real.
We don't know that.
Darren, do you still have that crowbar?
Yeah, it's over here.
Lydia walks over to the chest and picks up the crowbar. She goes to the door and tries to open it.
Why didn't you think of that in the first place, dumbass?
I don't know.
She pulls on the crowbar, but the door still won't budge.
Well, I tried.
She drops the crowbar on the floor.
What kind of door is this?
And there was no one coming through, right?
What do you mean?
On the channels?
I don't think it's a working TV lid. I think they're just...
I'm not talking about the TVs, Darren. I'm talking about the walkie-talkies.
Oh. Right. Those.
I forgot about my cell phone too. So.
Jesus Christ, you guys are so helpless. I don't know what you would
Hey,
do.
listen, we swallowed dust, we found a bag of bones, the camera did some weird shit, and now the old TVs are talking to us, so the brain goes mush.
Oh, and what excuse do you have for then your brain normally going mush, Bren?
Hey, Cody, can you control your friend here?
Hey, she's your friend too.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Friend, it's not like that. I mean, how many times do we have to
Ugh.
tell you?
Can one of you just try getting into contact with someone, please?
Brendan takes his walkie-talkie out of his pocket and flips through the channels.
Hello, bravo, bravo.
Bravo? What the hell are you saying?
This is Bren's squad looking for backup.
Lydia sighs. Brendan goes to a different channel.
Hello, is anyone there? This is Brendan Morris. I go to Manhattanville. Is anyone there? Hello? Are Are you in this house? I didn't like that.
Could it be a bad connection?
No, definitely not. I heard a voice coming out of the walkie-talkie. Did you guys hear it?
Yeah, I heard it all right.
Sounded like a zombie or something. Do you think it came from outside?
It's definitely possible. We got the strongest walkie-talkies we could find.
Or there is something here with us, potentially controlling the TVs.
Or maybe it was no one. Absolutely no one, nothing.
Let me check my phone. I'm gonna see if I can call someone. Shit.
What?
There is no service.
Let me check my phone. I don't have any service either.
Well, we're fucked.
I think someone is trying to mess with us. I found this. I don't know whose nude this is, but it has to be of someone we know.
Darren finally recovers from the floor and stands.
A nude. Under the bed? That's not right.
Yeah, do you want to see?
Who the hell frames a nude?
Darren crosses to look at the nude.
Maybe this is from the person before us. Whoever came to investigate wanted to get some pics in.
It doesn't look like the photos were taken here.
That's not what I hid under the bed.
Wait. What do you mean what you hid under the bed?
Look, you guys know I've been looking to make a horror movie. I thought, well, since we were already going to be here, that I might as well take advantage of the fact that I had actors.
Okay, we're not freaking actors, Darren.
I know, but I wanted to make something so real, and I thought real fear, real people being scared, that could make a great horror film.
You're weird.
Darren, I asked you to come because of your camera skills and to help me find actual evidence of ghosts, not to make it into some weird film project.
But what if there are no ghosts here?
There is, Dare. I told you before. I showed you all the information that the other investigators have
You
found.
really believe in ghosts, Cody?
Yes! That's why I invited you all in the first place. I mean, didn't you guys see what happened with the walkie-talkie and what happened with the camera?
I'm sorry. I just didn't want my time to be wasted.
Oh, your time wasted?
Yeah.
So much for us being your friends then.
Hey, this has nothing to do with you guys being my friends. I just want to make the best use of my time before it's all gone here.
You're the one who locked us in here.
No! The door was unlocked yesterday.
Did you set up those creepy-ass TVs then?
No. I swear they were already here. When I got here yesterday, I just found the cameras in the rooms and turned them on. I figured I could just get the footage from the cameras, but I had no idea they were hooked up to the TVs in here.
What was supposed to be under the bed then?
Some rundown doll?
A doll.
That's really original.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really gonna scare the pants off someone.
Come on, it's a classic.
Is this really what we need to be focusing on right now?
Cody goes back to the other box filled with all the Halloween decorations. He pulls out an old doll and holds it up.
Looks like someone took away your toys.
What? That's impossible. I hid every single prop in very specific locations.
Do you think someone followed you?
Followed?
Yeah, like followed you here, watched
and
where
watched
you went.
me?
Exactly, that's what it sounds like.
That's impossible. I would have heard someone following me.
But you didn't. Huh. It looks like they're playing a game with us, huh? The second TV is up.
What?
I don't see anyone coming out of that door.
Well, maybe they just need a little encouragement. Hey, asshole! Let us out of here!
Brennan! Shush!
No, I want this fucker to hear me.
We don't know who they are or if there's anyone even there. I don't see anyone moving on the TV.
And what if this is just some huge prank and they're just waiting for that perfect moment to open the door?
We don't know if this is a prank. We need to be cautious.
It has to be someone from our school.
What makes you say that?
The nude that you just showed us, Lydia, it's mine.
Oh,
She walks over and hands it to Darren.
here. Here, yeah, you, take that. Yes, it's yours.
I never took you for a dick pic guy.
I'm not. It was for one person and one person only.
Well, do you know who you sent it to?
This photo has to have been through Hatnap. I can't find it.
Do you know the name?
I don't remember who it was.
So then you've been sending out multiple pics to people, huh? Is that what I'm hearing, Darren?
No, I just don't remember.
Darren, the player.
Shut up.
Bren, shut up.
Oh, come on, you too, Cody.
Do you want me to bring up the frat party that happened recently where you had to carry your drunk ass home but we've been out here, you know?
Guys.
Yeah, guys.
Well, it's someone from our school. They must have known we were coming here, and they have something going on with Professor O'Brien.
What about Professor O'Brien?
Oh, here, read this.
Hands Lydia the letter, which she begins to read.
It must be the professor's extra lover. Maybe they're the ones who knew we were coming down here.
And those bags of bones aren't your props there.
I wish I could say they were. They look freaking awesome.
Let's say it is someone who knows the professor. Maybe he has bones. You know, science, anatomy, the human body. Bones. Wouldn't he have something like that?
I don't think we keep any bones in the science department. And besides, he's a chemist. There's a difference. Not all science is the same thing.
Oh, I forgot you were a science geek.
I'm not a geek.
I mean, you just got offended because you
Okay,
thought
so-
I was accusing your beloved professor of another science.
Guys! I think the main point is that someone is here, someone knows we are here, and someone is intentionally trying to freak us out for some reason. We're not getting anywhere fooling around.
I agree.
Okay, well, we haven't looked at the rest of the folders in the chest.
Brennan walks back over to the chest and picks up another folder. He opens it and reads it carefully.
All right. What the?
Let me see if we're missing anything from my bag.
While Brennan looks at the piece of paper in front of him, Darren digs through everything and pulls out a bloodied lab coat. He throws it on the ground. Lydia turns her attention to Darren while Cody watches Brennan shoving a piece of paper into his pocket.
What'd you find over there, Derek?
No more. What does it mean by no more?
Well, what do you think it means?
He's dead.
Darren looks down at the lab coat again and begins to sniff it. He begins to sob, but pulls himself together, placing the scrub back on the floor. No one sees him do it, except for Brennan.
Darren, what the hell are you doing?
I think this.
Oh,
This.
you gotta be kidding me.
I think this is Professor O'Brien's.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait, everyone, before we start going a little nuts here, let's think for a second.
We just found out the professor is dead. I mean, he was my favorite professor of this stupid fucking school, and well, you know, I needed him, and now he's gone.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, there is a possibility that someone is messing with us.
How do you explain the blood that's on his coat?
Could be an animal's blood for all you know, or fake blood.
Yeah, they're right. Whoever locked us up in here wants us to think that this is real. Someone is just playing a game with us, pranking us. And you know what? I don't like that!
I don't either, so let's think about our current situation.
Okay. Well, we have 3 TVs that are all hooked up to 3 different cameras around the house. Their boy over here didn't plant any of them, but they were here when he was here yesterday to scope out the place.
Room locks on its own today, but yesterday the room was open, right there?
Right.
And that means someone had to have come in today knowing that we were going to be in here investigating.
Did you guys tell anyone we were going to be here tonight?
No.
Same.
I mean, I told a friend back at home we were getting into investigating, but I didn't tell them exactly where.
Yeah, I doubt your friend back home would have anything against us. Unless you told them something.
I didn't.
I had no one to really tell about this. I didn't even want to be here in the first place. Then, maybe, it's one of us.
Why would we do something like this to each other, though? I don't have anything against any of you.
I don't either. I mean, you guys do get on my nerves, but I never trapped you in a creepy basement.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I too would never do that.
Well, the TVs are trying to tell us something, though. Every time we find something new, something happens to them. Bren, what was that thing you found earlier?
Oh, there's nothing in the folder. Sorry, pal.
No, I thought I saw you looking at something.
Well, I don't think you saw anything.
You know, you're a shitty liar, Bren.
And you're a shitty person.
Could I see the folder, Bren?
Brennan hides the folder behind his back.
So you're siding with her now, Cody?
I'm not siding with anyone. I was the one who saw you put something away.
Oh, okay, well, no, I see where your loyalties lie.
This has nothing to do with loyalty.
Yes, it does. You're choosing a chick over your friend.
Lydia crosses over to Brennan and grabs the folder from his feet. She opens it up and stares into it.
But I had it under control.
See? Nothing.
That's bullshit, and you know it. What is it you're hiding from us?
I'm not hiding anything. You're being dramatic.
You wouldn't be getting so defensive if you didn't have anything to hide, Bren.
Let me talk to him. Does it have to do with what we spoke about?
No.
Then tell them. But don't you dare.
I know. I know.
They walk back over. Brennan looks at everyone for a moment, flustered. He sighs and digs for a piece of paper in his pocket. He pulls it out, unfolding it.
This is my transcript. Go ahead, take a look. I've been flunking this past semester, and I went to Professor O'Brien for some help. He told me that if I worked for him after school doing lab work, he could help me pass for the year. Now, I'm not supposed to talk about it because he could get in trouble for helping me out.
I know how it feels. Well, your secret is safe with us.
What the hell was that on the screen? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I did.
Shadow things that walk across the halls?
A ghost. Controlling the TVs.
Ghosts don't control TVs.
Well, then how do you explain that? Ghost or no ghost, once we reveal something about ourselves, the TVs do something. Whatever it is, it's still trying to help us.
It seems like it.
No, your Phantom friends didn't give us any hints out of here.
No, but they did. It was a person they responded to. If it was a That was a person. They did respond to what we were saying, so there could be microphones in here.
Maybe there's a control room.
Wow.
Oh, shut up.
Guys,
I take back what I said before about ghosts, Cody.
No, I don't think it's haunted. I think somebody is messing with us. These are our fake ghosts.
But my camera.
A simple malfunction.
I agree with Bren. I don't think this has anything to do with ghosts. It wouldn't make sense if it did.
does anything make sense right now?
No ghosts, huh?
You kidding me?
I don't understand.
Those things are real, right?
They are certified devices.
Darren takes the EVP and EMF detectors, holding one in each hand. The static noise stops. There's no light from the EMF detector anymore.
It stopped again.
No way.
It has to be a malfunction.
Look, maybe this place is haunted. Maybe it's not. All I want to know is how the hell to get out of here.
Those TVs.
They can't be controlled by ghosts.
Now, as of right now, I still believe there are no ghosts operating those damn TVs.
What if they're possessed?
As of right now, I don't think there are any ghosts operating the damn TVs.
So maybe it's one of Professor Brian's students that carrying this out.
What do you mean?
Well, Brennan is earning extra credit right now. What if there are others like him? What if their extra credit is to perform an experiment?
An experiment. On us?
Or anyone that comes to the house. Maybe they're trying to see how the mind reacts when they're locked in a confined space and have outside interferences react with them.
A test on our chemical reaction in our brain? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
You know, O'Brien does run a lot of experiments.
exactly. And he could have planted the note and everything.
That doesn't explain Darren's nude.
Well, what if it was one of the students that were talking to Darren? They tried to get close to Darren and found out where he was going, and followed him for the experiment.
But still, they would have known that Darren was going to be coming here. No one knew Darren came here yesterday until just now.
Then we're just guinea pigs to his project.
If you're right, Cody, then why aren't the monitors reflecting that?
Maybe I'm right. Maybe I figured this out.
Try to open the door.
Cody runs over to the door and attempts to open it. There's still no budge. It's against the door.
I'm lost at I don't know.
We need to confess everything.
What do you mean, everything?
And anything and everything that we are hiding.
When I was 8 years old, my mom and I went to a convenience store before a movie. She told me I couldn't get a candy bar, so I stuck it in my
That's
pants.
not what I meant.
Then why did you say
I cheated on my Western Civ midterm. I had my phone out in my lap the whole time.
Okay, what did I just say?
Do you even know what you said?
I meant something personal, something that's deep inside of us.
That doesn't sound right coming out of your mouth.
Hey, watch it.
Or maybe the things in the bag and chest will tell us.
She's right.
He walks over to the chest, looking around for a moment, taking out the remaining folders and a large vial. The vial has pink-colored crystals on the inside.
Found this.
Vial?
Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Brennan holds it up close to his face and squints at it.
The shadows that walk around the halls at night.
They walk around at midnight.
I don't understand.
There aren't ghosts here. It seems like the people watching us are listening. They wanted to give us another hint.
One of us has to know about the vial.
The only one here who would know anything about the vial would be you, Bren, since you worked alongside Professor O'Brien.
Hey, listen, I helped him in the lab, but I've never seen anything like this before.
Can I see it?
Yeah, it's all yours.
What are you doing?
Seeing how it holds up against the lights?
Be careful with it.
What if it's meant to poison us?
Stop!
Darren?
I
Dare. Don't hold back.
I knew the professor too.
How do you know him?
I took a class with him before.
Try again.
Darren stands still for a moment, distraught. As nothing moves on the monitors, he can feel everyone's eyes digging into him.
Darren, how do you know the professor?
The letter was for me. And the nude, mine, I was sending it to Professor O'Brien. We were together. We were together, and now he is.
What?
Wait,
Wasn't he married?
He is.
How long were you two together for?
Since the beginning of the semester, I was hanging with Bren, and he had to go to class. He knew I was having a bad day, so he said, "Come with me to Professor O'Brien's class." He always puts a smile on my face.
Oh,
So I did.
okay. I said he was my favorite professor.
The best you've ever had. And he made you laugh. I knew that because he made you laugh, that he must be a great person because, well, no one can make you laugh.
Oh, that's why he asked you to stay after class.
He told me that he noticed me from afar. He always saw me walk with you to class or see us hanging out before you went inside the room. It was the first time someone really noticed me like that.
And after that day, you always asked me about his class.
What?
Interesting.
do you think that happened just now?
I don't think so.
The light wasn't there before.
It's this.
You're right. It glowed just like this thing here. What could it be then?
I'm not sure. Someone didn't like this thing. Someone didn't like it so much they smashed the source of it.
So then that means this is the only trace left of it. It has to do something with Professor O'Brien, don't you think? I mean, he's a chemist.
It has to be. O'Brien, I guess, had a lot of secrets to hide.
You did.
Cody crosses over to Darren.
Darren, do you know anything about this?
Cody gives Darren the vial, and Darren holds it up.
Maybe. He didn't tell me everything he did.
Bren, I'm going to ask you again. Do you know anything about this glowing stuff?
No.
Turn around.
He's
Brennan
up.
turns around.
You're always working on something.
Are you alright?
What were you working on?
Chemistry stuff. You guys wouldn't even understand if I told you.
You can tell us.
Bren, don't.
Don't what?
Professor isn't here. We can keep a secret. We're already keeping your first one, now Darren's. What's another secret?
We don't know if he's still alive.
I don't think it's going to matter whether he's alive or not. We won't tell him. We promise, Brennan. Just want to get out of here.
Okay, you promise?
Don't you dare. If he's still alive, Brent, all of this would have been for nothing.
What do you mean, all this? What are you two hiding from us?
Brennan takes a moment and looks around the room. All eyes are on him.
I was helping Professor O'Brien with some top secret project. I don't know what it was exactly, but he told me that it was important for me and for Aaron to come here. You know, it was weird when he asked you to check out the place, Cody. Or no, it was weird when you asked to check out the place, Cody. I thought Professor O'Brien maybe had included you too.
Why did he send you here?
Well, he said that he had left something important for his project here, but he didn't specify what it was. And anytime I'd ask, all he would say was that it was for the future. And I never understood what that meant. He said it was too important for me to know, but that if I succeeded, I could see the future with him and find out. Now, I was shocked when he spoke with both of us, Darren. But, well, now that I know that you two were intimate.
Future?
He left something for you to find.
I don't know what it meant. I also don't know when or why he came here in the first place. And I kind of just thought it was some kind of joke, but his face was always dead serious when he was talking.
How could you?
Well, it doesn't matter now. I mean, if I fail, that's okay. I'll just repeat the semester. You know, I'd rather do that than be stuck here forever. There's a lot more than just school.
Why would you do this, Bren?
Hey, no, relax. I'm going to...
I don't give a shit about you being okay.
Darren, what the hell?
You're messing it all up.
What am I messing up, Darren? I mean, how about you tell me what it is, since you're the one who's been fucking him this entire time?
I can't tell you.
Oh, well, sure, you can, because I'm the one who set you two lovebirds up, apparently.
This has nothing to do with us.
It has everything to do with you two. What the hell's gone into you?
Guys, please stop fighting.
You're supposed to be my best friend.
I am your best friend.
And why does some old guy mean more to you than I do?
His plan.
What do you mean, his plan?
You wouldn't understand it. This is
What
special
is there to
and bigger
understand?
than
Is
you
there
and
something
me.
you're hiding from us?
Guys,
I'm your best
can we
friend.
please just stop this? Let's figure out if there's a way to get out. Let's see if the TVs did anything, and we can just...
You know, just fuck the TVs.
His plan, his future.
It went off again.
It did.
What if they're spirits trying to warn us of something? Maybe it has to do with what he told me.
Okay, his stupid future?
They're trying to warn us. You don't understand, Brad. None of you would, but please, you have to trust me.
I don't think they can be spirits anymore. I wish they were.
Darren, what was O'Brien's future?
Look, I don't care what his future was. He has a future with the fucking worms now, Darren. You know, Lydia had the right idea. There is something in this thing the professor didn't want us to know about, and I'm afraid it's what's keeping us all in this place.
Dan runs over to Brennan and pushes him. Brennan falls back with the vial in his hand. On impact, Darren grabs the vial out of Brennan's hand, holds it tightly against his chest. And Lydia goes over to Darren and yanks the vial out of his hand. She walks away, but Darren gets up without her noticing. Darren starts running after her, but Cody intervenes.
Darren, stop!
What's in the vial, Dare?
Darren, tell us what's going on right now, or else I swear I will smash this all over the floor. What?
Lydia.
What are you hiding?
Nothing. There's nothing for me to hide.
I don't think that's the case. Lydia.
Definitely not the case at all. What do you think, Cody?
It's okay.
But
Come on, Lydia. You said it yourself. You can tell us anything.
I,
Hey, Bren! Is there anything in the other files?
You know, I haven't checked this last folder now that you mention it.
Brennan crosses over to the chest and digs. He finds another folder. There's nothing on it besides something that says, needs money. He takes it out.
What?
What is it?
Share it with the rest of us.
Is this true, Lynn? Okay. Lydia Lux, this is the fake transcript you requested of me. Please let me know if it helps. Best, Professor O'Brien. Fake transcripts?
So, you don't go to school with us?
That's impossible. You're on the roster for my class.
Spill it.
I had bad grades in high school. I couldn't afford to go to any college, and also, I didn't make it into any. I couldn't tell my parents that. They would have been too disappointed in me, so I requested from Professor O'Brien that he, I don't know, help me out.
You knew him too.
I never met him in person. It was all through email. He's my uncle's best friend, and he said he could help me out.
Huh.
Sorry, guys. I don't actually go to your school. I'm just lost.
Well, I guess he knew more people than we thought.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
Huh.
Who wrote that? And he has access to students' transcripts?
Yes, he was a friend of my uncle's.
Right. He never mentioned you.
Well, it was a secret. I wasn't supposed to tell anyone.
But he would have told me. He told me everything.
We just couldn't take a chance with this.
Also, do you notice that nothing is happening on the TVs right now?
Didn't we say before that I could be haunted?
Didn't you also say before that this can't be ghosts anymore?
Look, there is no definite in this situation right now. I mean, the camera, the MF detector, the EVP has even been going off.
I think it's weird too.
Oh, just say that you think I'm lying.
We're not saying you're lying, but the screens haven't lied to us so far.
Alright. Well, I guess Lydia wasn't lying after all.
We have to stick together. We can't keep being suspicious of each other, or else whatever is controlling the TVs wins. What do you think it was trying to say to us?
Just more shit to try to scare us.
No, that had to be a message this time.
You can't control our bodies. It sounds like you're just trying to make us believe this is some possession crap.
Ghost crap or not, I don't know. I feel like it's trying to point us to something. The next piece.
Oh, forget about the next piece.
Darren picks up his camera. He looks into it for a moment, and then he goes to delete the footage.
We don't need this anymore.
Well, what about the noises we heard before? The distorted audio?
The camera malfunctioned, Cody.
It may have something for us to get out of here or prove the paranormal exists. It could lead us to whatever was controlling the TVs.
Yeah, come on, man. It could have been like a horror sensation or something, just like you said. Isn't it? You know, we've been one this whole time.
Who says we're getting out of here, Bren?
He goes to delete the video, but it won't work. He presses the button again, but still nothing. In frustration, he slams the monitor on the camera shut and shoves it into his backpack.
Useless sack of shit.
Let's put everything together that we learned so far.
The first thing was the nude.
My haunted house scheme.
Well, probably wouldn't have worked anyway. There. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but your camera appears to be a piece of shit.
Hey,
The letter. And someone must know that Darren and Professor O'Brien were intimate.
he didn't tell anyone.
Not that you might have known of there. He seemed to have many secrets.
The bones in the bag.
Bones in the bag. And then a message from Professor O'Brien's passing on the TV showing the basement.
The basement, where the contents of the vial came from. And then we also learned that Professor O'Brien sent out Darren to scope out the building. He then sent Brennan and Darren to come along with us. There's nothing else in that chest.
The chest is empty.
Did you want to look through the decorations? And
They're not decorations.
the props!
Lydia crosses over to the box and looks through the decorations, or props. She takes out a scroll like paper wrapped in a ribbon.
The final clue. Odd.
What is it?
A diagram for a machine, I think.
Machine?
Yes. Do you know what this is?
Machine?
Do you know what this machine is?
Let me see.
Darren crosses to Lydia, taking the scroll out of her hand. He takes a moment to unroll the scroll.
It shouldn't be here.
Is it an engine?
A vehicle, maybe?
And hopefully want to get us the hell out of here. Darren, what is this a picture of?
I just want to point out
Point out what?
that Cody hasn't said anything yet.
I don't have any secrets.
Well, we all have something to hide, Cody.
No, I'm telling you the truth. There's nothing for me to say.
Well, I don't believe you.
But it's the truth.
Cody,
Guys, I don't think he's lying.
you two seem to be awfully close. Say, is there something going on between the two of you?
No.
No.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's just been siding with you this entire time.
Do you like Lydia?
What?
Cody,
I do. I have always had a crush on Lydia.
Cody, don't say that.
I never wanted to say anything. I just wanted us to stay friends. I'm too afraid to lose you, and I enjoy our time together no matter what we do. Whether it be staying up till 3 a.m., trying to understand Professor Giselle's study guides, or just studying next to you in class. It just makes me happy, and I don't want to lose that. So please just forget I said this.
There is a pause. Lydia walks over to Cody, shyly, and stands in front of him. He just turns to her, not taking a step closer, enjoying the space they share.
Cody,
You don't have to say anything right now. After all this is over, we can go out and get those weird pistachio ice cream sandwiches we always have after class.
Yeah, if we get out of here.
We will. I'm sure of it.
They all stop for a moment to take a look at the monitors. Nothing happens. Everyone stands still.
I guess we didn't need your secret, Cody. Or maybe you're lying some more.
Cody doesn't lie.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I guess not.
Darren, all eyes are on you. Do you know what's in this vial? What was that machine on the monitor?
I can't say.
Why not?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You wouldn't understand what he's trying to do.
If we wouldn't understand it, then tell us and it'll just go right over our heads.
Caleb will kill me.
No, Brian is dead.
We don't know that.
Okay. If O'Brien was alive, wouldn't he have come to our rescue by now? He knows we're here. He sent you and me after all, and, well, if you two were as close as you say you were, he wouldn't just let you rot here.
I know you love him, but there's a chance that we may never see the light of day again if we don't get out of here. Do you want to die here, Dare?
We just have to find
Do
a
you want
way.
to die?
I don't.
Tell us. It may be the last thing we need to get out of here.
Professor O'Brien isn't from our time.
But
Okay, not our time? What do you mean, not our time?
He is from the future. 2046 to be exact.
2046.
Yes, 2046.
And how do we know he told you the truth?
You don't, but
He runs over to his bag and pulls out a patch with a symbol on it, showing it to everyone.
he gave me this. He says this is a pendant some time travelers wear.
I feel like I've seen this before.
So, if he's from the future, what is he doing here?
There was a war that broke out in 2036 that lasted for 3 years. He said the aftermath of the war was devastating, wiping out more than half the human population. So he started running various experiments for creating artificial human life. That blueprint was from John Teeter, one of the first time travelers to leave his mark here in the year 1998. He was warning people about the future, and it turns out he was right.
Wait. I remember seeing this on some YTube video. That's right, I've seen the pendant before and the blueprint.
Then this is real?
Why, that's possible.
It's also possible O'Brien took John Teeter's things off of this video and copied him.
I don't understand why Professor O'Brien would make something up like this, though.
If this is true, could the parts for the time machine be somewhere in this house?
I'm afraid those parts weren't even made until 2026.
And artificial life.
Yes. And this is going to sound crazy, but he explained that time travel isn't just one way. It's like dimensions. There are several different world lines, as they call it in the future. Another him from a different world line traveled back in the past and left him a letter about the future when he was a kid and placed the chemicals crystals here for us to find years later.
I am so confused.
Okay, well, I think I understand what you're saying. So the Professor O'Brien that left us the chemical crystals in this house is a different Professor O'Brien than the one that we know?
Yes, exactly. I know this all sounds crazy, but you have to believe me. This is what he told me. Maybe future Caleb left behind the Caleb we know a time machine and left. Maybe he knew something would happen to him if he'd stayed.
So whoever is controlling the monitors, they want Professor O'Brien instead.
But time travel is actually possible? And why here?
Apparently it has always been us, finding the chemical.
That means we always find a way out of here, then.
I hope so.
This chemical here?
Yes. What's left of it.
Lydia takes the vial and pulls the top off the vial, pouring the remaining crystals on the ground, stomping them with her foot. Everyone stares at her, confused, not knowing whether they should move or not. Darren clenches his fists.
Lydia!
Stop the monitors.
It feels like there's someone new in the room, but all the same bodies from before remain.
What?
Professor O'Brien wasn't really looking for an artificial way to produce life. You played into his hand like the rest of us did.
Lid? Did you just...
What the?
You're the one behind this.
Professor O'Brien's real name is Connor McGovett, a burn scientist like he told you, and he was right about the letter. He assumed the name Caleb O'Brien shortly after middle school. He worked on that first time machine where he was originally crowned a hero. You know, it's funny he never told you that, Dare. John Teeter, a rebel like myself, got his hands on the blueprints, and that pendant was from John Teeter's rebel group.
Lydia Cross is picking up her purse off the ground, pulling out the pendant.
This is what a real pendant looks like.
What the hell is going on?
Lid, you're from...
I was born in 2023. I came back in time to stop McGovett's plans.
He warned me about a group trying to stop him. You're from the Owls.
Yes, correct 2 points to him for 2 truths he actually managed to tell you.
He told me everything.
Almost everything. I'm Dakota Valeri, leader of the Owls of Dakota, a group against human experimentation.
Human experimentation?
The chemical that was supposed to somehow make fresh newborn babies, or whatever the hell he fed into you, was actually a special hormone making whoever had the ability to carry a child more susceptible to pregnancy. After a certain age, it was by law made by Byrne anyway, to inject us with that hormone. I evaded it, much like the other Owls. There were other laws destroyed by Byrne to protect our rights, making us all into slaves.
How is that even possible?
That's horrible.
O'Brien would have never
He
done.
would. And I have no proof to show you, just the pendant and the horrors I've seen with my own eyes.
You're wrong. He would never do that.
He's already done it. That's why I'm here, to stop it. No one is safe anymore in the future.
You killed him.
I did. Last night, after you came here to check out everything, I followed you. I knew that you were going to McGovett's place. I watched through his window and waited for him to drift off into sleep. I crawled through and shot him in the face. Then, I came here and destroyed that hormone crystal, except one small piece for you to find.
You planted everything here.
Mostly everything. Just enough to get you all to talk, make sure I wasn't wrong about who I was with.
The monitors, then.
Controlled by other members of the Owls of Dakota.
There is no ghost.
All those stories.
My spies spread around campus so you would come here.
But what about the EVPs and everything else?
I don't know. Maybe just a malfunction with our machines.
You killed him!
For the sake of the future. Isn't that what he always said, Dare?
Aaron runs over to Lydia, ready to push her down. She dodges his hands. He swings at her, but she ducks. Cody and Brendan stand there unsure what to do. Aaron tries to swing at Lydia again, but she catches his hand and punches him in the face. He tries to go after her one more time, but Brendan intervenes, holding him down as he squirms in his arms.
Darren!
Calm down.
He lets go of Darren.
Why did you drag us into this fucking mess?
My mission was just to kill McGovett at first, but I needed intel just to make sure I was in the correct world line. Finding you 3 here confirmed that for me. You all are identical versions of the 3 assistants to McGovett in my world line.
Oh, assistants? Even Cody?
Even Cody.
And what the hell did we do to piss you off?
You 3, all 3 of you, if you had succeeded today, would have been working alongside McGovett, distributing the hormone to this side of the United States. Brennan, you run all of his tests. Darren, you fought directly against my group, killing many of my siblings for the greater good. And Cody, you... But that's not why I'm here. I want you all to come with me to my own future.
Your future?
Yes. McGovett being dead now already saves this one, but mine is terrifying. You all have incredible capabilities that we need to try and cure the effect of the hormone and also stop McGovett.
Okay, but that wouldn't work. A version of us already exists in your future.
If all things have gone to plan, your future self should have perished by now from the other owls. I know that this is so confusing and I trapped you all here, but you need to understand that I'm begging you all to help us. Together we can break the chains McGovett created and give this country a fighting chance to come from a better place.
But you killed him!
I had no choice.
What if you tried to talk with him? Reason with him? Maybe he would have understood you. Maybe he would
It
have.
was already too late, Dare.
Darren and Lydia stand still, staring at each other for a moment. Then Darren runs towards Lydia, going to attack, but she dodges out of the way. Darren tries running toward her again and misses slamming into the door.
Please, I don't want to fight with you. You're my friend.
Darren runs over to her again, but she moves out of the way. He sees a crowbar by the ground and goes to grab it. Cody tries to hold Darren back, but he knocks him to the ground. Lydia braces herself and Darren charges with the crowbar. He swings once and it misses her. He swings again and it misses her. Lydia finds an opening and pushes him down, but he pulls her down with her and tries to choke her. She reaches into her purse that's fallen beside and pulls out her handgun without him noticing. Brennan intervenes, pulling Darren off to the side, and Lydia shoots Darren's arm. Darren lies on the ground in pain as blood flows from his arm and screams out in pain.
You tried to kill him!
He was going to kill her.
I swear, you will pay for this.
Shut up.
Brennan grabs Darren's backpack and puts it on. He then helps Darren get up, supporting him as they stand.
No matter what McGovett did in your world line or whatever the hell he's supposed to do in ours, he was the best mentor I ever had. And there were incredible sides to him that you would have never seen.
They begin to head towards the door.
If you ever change your mind, meet me back here 3 months from now in this exact room. I'll be waiting for you both.
I hope everything turns out the way you hope it to be. And that things here won't turn out like your world. Well, let's go, Dare.
He turns the door handle slowly, unsure if it's locked, and to his surprise, it opens. Brennan and Darren exit.
I failed. I had to do what was right. You understand? I had to kill McGovett. I had to do all this.
If we all turn out to be monsters, I'd rather begin a chance at being something else.
What are you saying?
I'll go with you to the future.
You will? Well, what about Brennan and Darren?
Well, 3 months from now, we'll see them again, right?
I hope so. I'm gonna miss Brennan's bitching.
The door's open, right? I'm gonna do a final exploration before leaving here.
Yes, it is.
And the Dakota.
You can call me Coda.
What did I do in my future?
I'll tell you another day.
Right.
You okay there, Dakota?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want us to take care of them?
They'll be back. I'm sure of it.
Taking a risk? Not like you.
I know.
I'm surprised you let that guy join us after everyone else. You know what he does to Ray.
Not the same person as that, Cody. I know he's not.
Well, come upstairs then. We gotta get back soon. No one will get your friend all set up after his rounds.
Thanks. Hey, did you guys set off those detectors?
No. Maybe they just malfunctioned.
Maybe.
Come on, Koda. Time to go home.
Time to go home.
Lydia looks around the room, noticing Darren left behind his camera. She picks it up to go through it. Her eyes widen and she shoves it into her purse. She looks around the room one last time, with the feeling of someone new entering again. But there is no one but her. She opens the door, leaving everything else behind. The EVP goes off, blackout.